Okay, looks like we got the play. This looks like a great hand. We'll keep this. Gonna take a little bit of damage here. Go get the Overgrown Tomb, so that we have the double black for Yawgmoth if the Hierarch bites the dust. Alright, some big Canyon Lightning Bolt makes me think burn. Okay, that pretty much confirms it. Hit 6 there for a moment and then immediately hit 5 again because, like, what if they target my Wall of Roots? Or, some such. I'm going to want to be able to sacrifice it to draw a card. Alright, we should be able to... I was going to say we should be able to win here. That guarantees it. Target, sack. So whenever I'm doing my combo, I like to talk to myself so that I don't screw it up. Target, sack. It's a fairly simple combo once you get started. Target, sack. But clicking the wrong creature means that you lose, or that you stop comboing anyways. Target, sack. And they concede there. Alright, so we don't exactly have a lot of really particularly good cards versus burn. We can bring in Scavenging Ooze. Force of Vigor might be okay, depending. Like, it can get rid of Rest in Peace or Eidolon, but I'm probably not going to want to go too heavy on it. Depending on how many cards we want to take out, we might actually bring in some copies of Endurance just because it's a really solid creature. We'll take out a Geralf's Messenger for sure. Probably take out an Eldritch Evolution. Probably take out a couple Grist. Don't think we really need the Hapatra in this matchup. Maybe we'll bring in Liberator as another way to get rid of Eidolon or Rest in Peace. Don't think I want Punishment. Thoughtseize, no. Necromentia, no. We will be fine with this. Don't like the Dryad Arbor, but otherwise this hand is pretty good. And we have a basic forest here, so we'll keep. We'll probably play the Bird of Paradise turn 1, because the Hierarch's a little bit more important. That Goblin guy is going to be doing a bit of damage. Oh, they know about the Hierarch now. And we have another one. I was thinking, is this another one-land hand? It is not. Alright, so we're just going to play the Strangleroot Geist and pass. Use that as a blocker for Goblin Guide. There's a Paradise on top. There's the Eidolon. That's a pain. Grist is going to put us to 7. So we're in trouble, that's for sure. One thing I was definitely considering there, probably would have been better actually, was just to Grist, kill this, and play Bird Hierarch. I think that would have been way better. So we're sort of a turn behind where we could be here. And I don't want to go to 3 by cracking the Catacombs, so we're just going to attack for 3 here. Or sorry, for 2. Thought I had 2 Hierarchs. Ooh, that's a good one. Now they can do 1 to me here, and then maybe kill me on my upkeep or something. Oh, they're letting me take my turn. That's nice. Although they're preventing life gain on the Cutthroat is pretty good. Nice mountains. They're gonna skewer me. Don't think I actually get to survive this. Hmm. This is a very, very risky hand. If we get to keep the Hierarch, it's okay. Oh man, so risky. I like to gamble. Okay, get to keep the Hierarch for the first time. And we're ready to put down Yawgmoth next turn if we keep our manas. Boseiju. Yeah, we'll play that. Attack for 4 with a young wolf. Thank you, Ignoble Hierarchs. Okay, they weren't able to find a second land, I guess. And, yeah, managing to do pretty well with that gamble. I mean, we did draw land into land, so that was pretty much ideal draws and keeping the Hierarch. So there we go. Ooh, this is a super risky one. Super risky. At least the other one lander we had other options. If, you know, like if our Hierarch was killed, there were other things we could do with that 1 mana. With this hand, if the Hierarch gets killed, we're pretty much toast. Last seen on Scales a week ago. Oh, it's so risky. The thing is, like, we have the combo. If we draw land on top and keep the Hierarch, our hand is amazing. Too scared. This hand is not very good, but good enough. Get rid of the Dryad Arbor. Getting rid of the Messenger would have also been an option, since we don't have any black mana. But all we need is an Urborg. I think that it's like a very risky hand. The first hand was a very, very risky one, but would definitely be something that you could keep just because the upside is so high. And we would have got to keep the Hierarch. I kind of want to keep the Boseiju now because of the deck we're playing against, but this is like the perfect kind of start here. And then we have 6 mana. So if we get land off the top, or a 1-drop creature, we can Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth. Okay, so that gets us Yawgmoth at instant speed. So all we're missing now is 1 black mana to Geralf's Messenger, and we win. They could have some form of interaction, but I think most of Hardened Scale's interaction is stuff that they would actually put onto the board. Perfect. I think we actually have to do them a point of damage because we are going to have the same life total, but it's going to be an odd number. So I think we have to get some points in otherwise. Maybe we don't. Maybe they won't realize. Oh no, because it comes down, it puts them to 15, we should be golden. We're about to do the combo, so I'll show you right now. Alright. I'll let this clear off the stack first, or go onto the stack rather. We're not going to let it actually happen. Okay, so we have 2 Undying Creatures. One of them is Geralf's Messenger. We activate Yawgmoth. Target creature gets a -1/-1 counter. That's the target. And then we sacrifice a creature, the other Undying creature without a -1/-1 counter on it. The Undying creature comes back with a +1/+1 counter, and Yawgmoth removes the +1/+1 counter from Geralf's Messenger. Now we're going to do it again. Target, sack. Every iteration of this, the opponent is losing life. Target, sack. Because of the Geralf's Messenger. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Now we're also losing life every time we do this. That's part of the price of activating Yawgmoth. Target, sack. Target. Okay, and they've seen enough. We just do that until we win, right? We're able to do that as many times as we have life or cards in our library. So just go, 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 and eventually the opponent, is going to be reduced to 0 before we are. Yeah. And then if we don't have specifically Geralf's Messenger, but we have like Strangleroot Geist plus Yawgmoth, then we can use Zulaport Cutthroat, and that will also drain out the opponent, or you could also use Blood Artist in that slot. All right, so we bring in Force of Vigor, bring in Punishment, bring in Liberator. I think that's it. I think that's all we bring in here. Take out Messenger. Don't think the Grists are going to be amazing. Like, they're going to be good, but I don't think they're going to be, like, amazing. And then maybe an evolution. I think I want to keep all my evolutions. They don't have counter spells. They're not really big on removal, so evolution should be really good in this matchup. Maybe I'll take out one of my Undying creatures, like a Geist. Yeah, you and me both. if you get the chance. Don't know what your schedule's like. I know that adulting can be a lot of work. Sometimes it can be hard to find time for a game. It's one of the things I love about Moto. I can get my games in when I have time. There's the link for the deck. Just thinking on what my last cut wants to be. I'd like to keep the 2 Grist. I don't want to go down to 1. The problem with taking out Strangleroot Geist is that it evolves into Yawgmoth. I guess I'll take out a Young Wolf. They don't have Ragavan. This hand is okay. It's kind of slow, but we have the combo, so I'm going to keep it. We have plays for turns 1, 2, and 3. Oh, no kidding. Corgi Pup? Oh, that's like maximum adorable. What was it I saw? I saw a picture of the, actually, I think maybe the cutest dog in the world a while back. It was a mix between like a corgi and a husky or something. So cute. Unbelievably cute. Hangerback Walker. Hangerback's not that scary by itself. We're going to put down the Wall of Roots, get that mana going. And I think we get in for a point of damage here. I'm fine with trading half my Young Wolf for half their Hangerback Walker at this time. We're not going to be able to get that cheeky point of damage in it later, so let's go in. There's no way they block this. And if they do, I'm happy about it. Oh, well, that's awesome. I'm real happy for you, Titan. That sounds great. Oh, the Ozolith, that's pretty good. With the Inkmoth Nexus, we gotta be getting pretty scared here. Draw the Yawgmoth. That's super good. If they try and put anything onto the Inkmoth Nexus, we can now kill it. Perfect draw. Kind of want to keep the Catacombs so that we can get a Dryad Arbor next turn, so I think I'm actually going to play the Urborg. I don't think that it really matters to them to have black mana. Yeah, that's fine. It's not the Hangerback Walker I'm scared of here. Okay, next turn we can Chord of Calling for a Messenger, and we should be good to go. We could even just like Strangleroot, Chord of Calling for a Cutthroat. If we, for example, draw the Messenger. Wonder if I would have been dead here. So they need red mana to destroy the Harbinger, or the Hangerback, rather. 1 mana to activate Hangerback. Okay, so yeah, they don't have the red mana. That's super scary, too. Okay, they're going for it. Okay, so they want to put a counter onto the Inkmoth Nexus. In response, we'll put a counter on it, sacrifice the Young Wolf. Actually, hold on, cancel that. I think I might want to just go get a Dryad Arbor in response. I don't have to, it doesn't have to be a Dryad Arbor, it could be another Young Wolf. That's perfect. I'm more interested in just not dying right now. And we have a moment here where we can go get another Young Wolf, and that seems pretty good. Okay. Target the Inkmoth, sacrifice Young Wolf. Put a +1/+1 counter on Ravager, sure. Hey, Lars. Yeah, it's always a good time with Yawgmoth. So, okay, they don't have their attack anymore. Perfect. We should be able to combo at our leisure here. We have quite a few draws in order to find Eldritch Evolution, Chord of Calling, or the Cutthroat. And they scoop. One land hand on the draw. We got a Hierarch, and they're playing Giganta. This is another really big risk if we want to keep this. Oh, you would put Yawg in that category? I mean, I hear it's a difficult deck. I've been playing it so long, it kind of feels like second nature to me at this point, but I probably wouldn't be the best person to ask about that at this point. Yeah, Titan Rising. That used to happen to me quite a bit. I find with the Yogg share rising in the metagame, people have become more aware of how the deck works. But for sure, when I first started playing the deck, a lot of people would concede way too early. Another one land hand. We're gonna keep this one, get rid of probably a Grist. While you're at one life, you can't you can't combo when you're at one. As soon as you activate Yawgmoth, you're dead. But that's one of the reasons, I guess, while people are playing. Oh, so glad we didn't keep that first hand. They would have Inquisitioned our one dork and we would have been toast. Oh, yeah, like I was saying, I think that's one of the reasons why people are playing Innkeeper nowadays. So that even if they're at one life, they have the possibility to gain a little bit more so that they can combo later. All right, so they know my top card. Giganta. That's crazy. Giganta and Shadow? Is that what's going on? I mean, I guess they don't have They don't have Lurrus anymore, so why not? Get rid of Grist here. Ooh, this is not good. We have nothing to do. Zinkeeper replaced Essence Warden, basically. It's still like a pilot-to-pilot choice, but Innkeeper giving you a treasure and being able to evolve into Yawgmoth is a really big deal. Another Grist. Oh, okay. So they get the dress down, which is going to give them Delirium for their turn. Which is going to allow them to kill the Grist. I guess I could block one Darcy with a bird if I wanted to keep the Grist. Hey, Brett. Hey, thanks for the birthday wishes. They're both going at Grist. I think I would rather keep the bird. I don't know. Keeping Grist seems pretty good. It's basically the same for Chord of Calling. They'll have to attack at it again. I mean, technically, my birthday was yesterday, but yeah, I appreciate the wishes. So that's 4, 5, 6. Chord of Calling. It only gets a 3-drop. That's not super good. Unholy Heat kills one of my insects. I don't want to use that Chord of Calling now. We don't have Endurance in the main, unfortunately. Titan Rising. I'd like to be kind of like a ghost in the machine. Like if I could enter into video games or different fantasy worlds or stuff. Think like oh, what was the name of that series of stories by Heinlein? Or maybe a little bit like Angstrom Levy from Invincible, something like that. I think we're dead here, honestly. 6 plus 3. So they put us to 3. Unban Faithless Looting. Let's go. Because, yeah, we need Yawgmoth plus Cutthroat here, so it's just not going to work. Chord of Calling. Okay, so that goes and gets Yawgmoth. We're so close. So close, chat. I haven't seen Free Guy. I've heard of it. I know a little bit about it. Have not watched it, though. So yeah, we could like Chord of Calling, go get Yawgmoth, but then we don't have the mana to be able to go get the Cutthroat. We can like start the combo, but we actually die because our life total is lower than the opponent's. And they have Drown the Lock to counter it as well. Graveyard was 9, so definitely beats out 7. Palin, thanks for the follow, friend. All right. Let's bring in all the endurance and punishment. Gonna want to take out Eldritch Evolution, at least 3 copies, probably all 4. Oh, the Ooze does look good. Being able to get rid of Delirium, absolutely. So, what do we get rid of at this point? Could get rid of a Mana Dork so that we just have more good cards. Could get rid of a Grist. We'll only have 3. That should be fine, actually. It's very, very rare to take the Cutthroat out. This looks fine. Don't worry, still have 3 Grist. Still plenty of Grist. Start out with the Bird of Paradise because that one is of lower value compared to the Hierarch. So if they have a turn 1 removal spell and it targets the Bird of Paradise, that's better than it targeting the Hierarch. Okay. So this turn we'll play Hierarch Yawgmoth. Gonna play the Overgrown Tomb so that maybe we can play... Oh, we get the Wall of Roots? That's better. I think we just play Wall of Roots Hierarch. I mean, yeah, it's always a bad top deck, though. Almost every time. The only time you want to draw it off the top is when you're ready to combo and just play it. It's not in the deck to be drawn, it's in the deck to be searched out. So, you know, even a mid-range matchup, go for the combo, I'm still going to want my Cutthroat. But, I mean, that's just me. I see that card as a crux part of the combo, and I want to be able to combo. The mid-range game is great. I will absolutely play that game, but I want to have the option to combo. Okay. I think we actually discard the land here. Take the 3, and then we can just play both these things next turn. Cutthroat because it doesn't target. A little bit leery about getting Dryad Arbor because we have punishment in the deck. This combo is really hard to put together against removal heavy matchups. I don't know. I mean, these things here deal with removal very well. So I think you just like wait. You put the combo together, and then if they have removal up, you just hold until they cast the removal spell, then you start the combo. So they need 2 removal spells at that point. And they have to be able to destroy Yawgmoth, particularly. If they're getting rid of an undying creature, you just sacrifice that creature, it comes back. Let's get an Overgrown Tomb. Grist, not bad. Just going to attack with Geralf's Messenger, same damage. As if we had attacked with the Young Wolf as well. Unholy Heat kills the Grist. There's a Shadow. Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth. Perfect. We have 5 cards in the graveyard, so I don't think Chord of Calling gets countered here. Because I'm pretty sure the mana value is 7. As far as Drown in the Lock is concerned. Although the Yawgmoth is vulnerable to Drown in the Lock. Just going to pass the turn here. And we're going to wait for them to do a thing, for them to tap their mana, for them to make me want to act. Otherwise, I have no reason to. I have the better board, and I can combo in response to them doing a thing. The Spell Bomb does stop the combo, but we got tricks. Hey, Lars, thank you so much for the support. Enjoy the emotes. I made them myself. Okay, so they're going to do a thing. Maybe not. Okay, going back to their turn. Good point, Nostalgia. Oh, Terminate. Okay, that's going to work. But we still get to do stuff. Target Shadow, sacrifice Yawgmoth. Get another Yawgmoth. Very nice. Target Yawgmoth, sacrifice insect. Chord of Calling. 1, 2, 3, 4. So unfortunately, we can't go get Cutthroat, but we can Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth, or we can just leave the Chord of Calling in hand and go get another Yawgmoth on our turn. I think that's probably better. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, even if we lose the Geralf's Messenger, not a problem. Oh, we haven't walled this turn. That's true. That was last turn. Target Yawgmoth, sacrifice Hierarch. I imagine they're going to use a spell bomb here. Yep. Hey, they conceded. Did I actually have enough? That's another 1 to 4. 3, 2. I think we get them to 1. It doesn't matter. We just have a full set of cards in hand. They're tapped out. Looking pretty good from there. Hey, thanks, Titan. Have a wonderful day. Catch you next time. One land hand. Do not like. Woof. Ah, double Twilight Mire hand. Just absolute garbage. Oh, well. We're not 5-0ing this league. Ah, right. Street Wraith is back. Almost forgot about that as a Death Shadow card, with Lurrus being in the format so long. Bye-bye, Hierarch. Need a land I can use on top. Preferably not a fetch land, so no fetch lands, no Dryad Arbors. Okay, fetch land is in. Get another Hierarch. Deck is a troll. Thoughtseize here puts their shadows up to 4/4s. So that quickens their clock significantly. Get a Wall of Roots. Maybe that can block a shadow. And then we take 7. Go to 5. Drown in the lock. Okay. Well, I guess we die. That happens sometimes. Um, Sometimes you're going to have a risky hand, choose to mulligan, and your mulligans are gonna be garbage all the way down to 4. That's just magic sometimes. This hand is great. Super good hand. Probably play the Young Wolf Ignoble Hierarch this turn. See what we draw. Oh, Bird of Paradise. Perfect. Just play all 1-drops. So much mana. Ooh. Up against the Living End. Good thing we can play Yawgmoth next turn. It's going to be clutch. So that we can sacrifice everything in response, draw a bunch of cards, put everything in the graveyard. Hey, Zilzin. It's going all right. How you doing? So we're 1 mana off of just winning here. I guess the Eldritch Evolution will be pretty good to go get Yawgmoth after they Living End. Unfortunately, we don't have the Scavenging Ooze in the main anymore. Oh, I guess I miscounted. We're two mana off. We would have been able to have just cast this if we had 3 mana, and that would have just won by itself anyway, so what am I talking about? Still, we can draw a card here. After attack, sacrifice the Young Wolf. We want to have a counter on that anyway, in case they do the thing. We get Twilight Mire, so we do have 2 lands. But like I said, miscounted, that's not enough. Definitely like being able to play the 3rd land drop there. Of course, their graveyard is pretty good. They got an 11/11. Thing is, we're going to be able to play Geralf's Messenger into Eldritch Evolution. So if they have the creature to do it, like if they're doing it sorcery speed, we're fine. If they're doing it instant speed, it's a little bit of troublesome. Black. Black. Gonna use the creatures for this mana. Play Messenger. Okay, so no Force of Negations revealed here. I wonder if they're playing Force in the main. We potentially just win here, but we got to get a little bit lucky. Yeah, exactly. Nostalgia. Yawgmoth can't do anything to itself. Please, no Force of Negation. No Force. Decent. Target Messenger, sack Young Wolf. I'll bring the stack down, back down here. Back down here. Target Young Wolf, sacrifice Messenger. Target Messenger, sacrifice Young Wolf. And they can concede. That was pretty great. Definitely proud of that one. All right, let's bring in Scavenging Ooze, Endurance, and Necromentia. Thoughtseize seems like it would also be good, but we've brought in a ton of cards already. Gonna want to take out some number of evolutions. I'm not sure that I want Hapatra here. When they get all their creatures out, it's going to be quite a thing for Hapatra to try and kill them all. I don't think we would have a life total high enough. It's not really going to help us on our combo. So I think I might side like this. Thoughtseize would be nice. I just don't think we have room for it. I guess I could take out more Grist. Because really, what is Grist doing? I guess it's putting creatures in our graveyard. But this way we get to play Thoughtseize, which is really good. I really like the Undying dudes. Specifically against Living End because we sacrifice them and then they come back after the Living End, so they get to kind of stick around after the Wrath. Feels kind of dirty cutting all the Grist, but here we are. That's a lot of cards to sideboard in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards we brought in. Oh, this hand looks great. I know something about that. I played Legacy Dredge for quite a while. Eventually, I just stopped because I hated having my entire deck be destroyed by one spell. You know, rest in peace. I guess I quit. Play Hierarch turn 1, and then next turn we'll play Wall of Roots, Young Wolf, Thoughtseize. I guess we'll play the Thoughtseize first, make sure that we're not going to get Living Ended if they have like double Cascader. I don't want to lose all my stuff. Let's go get a forest here. Thoughtseize you. And this will tell me if I want to play Wall of Roots or Strangleroot Geist. Wow. Okay. Shardless, Shardless. Wow, their hand is stocked. It's just all, I guess they don't have a lot of stuff to put into play. Probably just take the Outburst here. And then if I play a creature, they can Subtlety, which puts the Subtlety and the Shardless Agent in the graveyard. Oh, that's gross. Maybe I'm just supposed to take the Subtlety. This hand is disgusting. Yeah, that's true, Zilzin. Exiles the Shardless Agent, and the Subtlety goes to the graveyard. So they would have 8 power in the graveyard. What a good hand. There's a Shardless Agent. So they get a 5/5 hexproof. I get my Geist back. Another land. Oh, the reveal cards. It's so much more than it used to be. Let's get rid of all that stuff. And they played a Shardless. And a Breeding Pool. Just going to take the 5 here. If I blocked, they'd be able to play the Endurance, get rid of my Young Wolf. There's Yawg. Played Verdant Catacombs for a Dryad Arbor. Ooh. Actually, we need double black here. Okay, I guess we'll play Verdant Catacombs for a swamp. Should have played the Overgrown Tomb there. Oh, I hate Wall of Roots so much. I can't take that back. I just lost a mana. There's a lot of things in Magic you can undo. Wall of Roots is not one of them. Put that on top. Oh, so because it changes something on the board, it gives the Wall of Roots a token. You can't undo it? Okay. Put City of Brass into your deck for extra undo value. That's true, Zilzin. Use that. Proper mana this time. Target, sack. Ah, so many lands. So if we start the combo here, they have the endurance to stop us. So if we're going to have our combo be stopped like that, we might as well be able to block one of their creatures while we're at it. Target Shardless, sack Young Wolf. Oh, they let it come back. Okay. I guess they don't want to stop our combo yet. Guess it doesn't matter. We're at 3 life here. We don't exactly have a lot of time to combo. Target young wolf, sacrifice Geist. They let that go too. Get a Hierarch. And go black. Black. Proliferate, kill their Shardless. Well, I guess we have blocks. That's what we have right now. Good question. I would absolutely take a Cutthroat right now. Think that I mean we tore through a lot of their Cascade cards, but they find another one here. We can't sacrifice our board. So in response to this, I'm going to use the Yawgmoth thing to make my Geist bigger. I don't want to like, I'd love to be able to kill the Grief, but that would put me to 1 and I wouldn't be able to combo from there. So we're not going to do that. Block with Strangleroot Geist. They put the Endurance down. So now they have a blocker too. But with the Endurance out of the way, if we find a Chord of Calling or something, we're good to go. Thoughtseize, not gonna cut it. Put into 3. Ooh, love to see it. No attacks. All right, so let's see here. This would go up to a 6, a 7, so it would be a 7/6. Would only actually kill one of these creatures. Still pretty good to get one of them off the board. Can we just attack with everything? So they block here, take one. Kind of wish this young wolf had a token on it now. If we could even just attack, like, if we had a 2/2 young wolf. Oh well. We don't. Alright, so proliferating here isn't really going to help. We don't get to kill both. We need 9 power. We're nowhere close. I guess we could, like, draw a card. Yeah, it's not going to work. I think I want to kill the Riverwinder. Because the Yawgmoth can block the Endurance. And I'm going to leave the Twilight Mire in hand for more proliferation nonsense. Question is, do I go to 1 to draw a card? Yeah, I mean, it's really risky going to 1 because then our combo potential is 0. But they're at 2, so finding a Geralf's Messenger wins the game. I think I sacrifice the Young Wolf here. But if they have another Endurance, that's so bad for us. Nice. That's unfortunate. No way, they concede. Awesome. The proliferate wins the day. We get to kill the Endurance, get it off the table, and we have 2 lethal threats. I guess they didn't have any way to answer that. We were going to draw another Twilight Mire. This hand looks fine to me. Why 4 Grist and not only 3? I have been playing 3 previously. I took the Scavenging Ooze out of the main, and I decided Grist is great, so let's play 4 today. It's going to be a pilot-by-pilot basis, deciding on, what you want in your flex slot. Today I wanted the 4th Grist. There you go, Lars. Yeah, funny how that works, huh? Is this another burn deck? How is our hand against burn? The Wall of Roots is pretty good against attacking Swift Spear, but it'll take a while for us to get that down. I guess we play the bird first. What do you think about 1 or 2 endurance in the main deck? Also a great option. Searing Blaze on the bird is my guess. And that's what it was. So that's a really good start from the opponent. A young wolf is pretty good here. I really want to play the Hierarch, though, so that we can get the Yawgmoth out next turn. And Wall of Roots should be able to block the Swift Spear without much problem. If we were on the play this game, this hand would have been on fire. Now we are the ones on fire. At 13 life here, the pressure the burn player has been putting on has been it's been a lot already. Lightning Helix me. Okay. We get to keep our Wall of Roots. That's great. I have to go to 9 here with the Verdant Catacombs to play the Young Wolf, which sucks. They have 3 cards in hand, so if they get land, we could be dead here, but if they don't, I think we win. We get the Swamp, I think. Yeah, so we can play the Geralf's Messenger next turn. I think we're still, like, in trouble, but we definitely got a chance. And this is where they play land, triple Lightning Bolt. So because our life total is so low, the Geralf Messenger, Young Wolf, Yawgmoth aren't enough. We're going to need Cutthroat as well. Hmm. Chord of Calling. Good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rift Bolt in the Exile Zone. So I think we should be able to win here with them tapped out. So let me just check the mana here. So that's 1, 2, 3 black mana. Gets the Geralf's Messenger. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. Don't even need the Overgrown Tomb. Cutthroat. Target Young Wolf, sacrifice Messenger. And they scoop. This looks like an attack from someone who doesn't know the Yawg has pro-humans. Yeah, that attack didn't do too much. Alright, so I like Scooz. Punishment is okay. Like, it hits their Swift Spears, their Goblin Guides, potentially even their Eidolons. I also like a Force of Vigor for that reason, and an Outland Liberator to get rid of their Eidolons. Let's see here. Grist isn't great. Evolution isn't too hot. Hapatra's not great here. So the question is evolution better than Grist? Because we could go down to 2 evolutions and have a third Grist. I think I would rather have the 3 evolutions. There's also the Messenger. I think we can cut a Messenger. So then we can bring maybe an Endurance in. Agent FF, thanks for the follow, friend. Friendly follow. Oh my god, Grafdigger's Cage, no. Cursed Totem, what? That's like every time an activated ability is activated, its controller takes 2, I think. Rest in Peace, also a problem. Fortunately, we have Liberator, Force of Vigor for that. And Punishment. I'm wondering if I want the second Endurance over the Evolution. Like, the Evolution gets us the combo for the win, but Endurance is just a nice flash creature to be able to block their threats. I think we'll go with it as is. Like, Endurance blocks pretty much whatever they have on the board. Not a fan at all. Peatland to do us a damage every turn. No turn 1 play. Doesn't have turn 3 Yawgmoth because of the Dryad Arbor. I do not like this hand. Got 2 cards in it that I don't want in my starting hand. The Peatland's not good in this matchup. Let's mulligan. This one's better. Get rid of the Verdant Catacombs, because that costs life. Oh, there's Goblin Guide. We're going to be taking some damage. Nostalgia. If opponent bolts one of your undying creatures with a +1/+1 counter on it while having a Soulscar Mage, does the creature come back? No. Because your creature has the +1/+1 counter on it and the -1/-1 counters on it when it dies. The creature has to survive in order for the counters to cancel out. So yeah, unfortunately, your creature goes to the graveyard and doesn't come back in that situation. That's something that took me a little while and a judge call to learn. Hey, Gabby. Yeah, we were just talking about what happens when you have a creature with an Undying with a +1/+1 counter on it, and the opponent has a Soulscar Mage. It's pretty interesting, I say. I don't know all the technical details. I just know the end result. State-based actions are even more fun than layers. I mean, really, what has layers? Onions? Ogres? Who cares? We're down to 10. They got 3 cards in hand. We're in so much trouble here. If they play an Eidolon, Sanctifier on Vec. Okay, I guess we have Endurance this turn and then Punishment next turn. Yeah, Searing Blaze is pretty good. Sanctifier on Vec is a little bit of a problem. We do have answers against it, though. There's a Boseiju. Cast Endurance. Put their lands back in their deck. Ooh, Path to Exile. Go get Swamp. That's a lot of damage. We take 6 down to 4. They have 2 cards in hand. Oh, I think we're just dead. This is like a Lightning Helix or a Boros Charm. I think we die. Boros Charm. Good one. Ah, but this time we're on the play. So you're not going to be able to Searing Blaze our Dork immediately. Keep this. Hand looks good. Imagine using Boros Charm for damage and Double Strike is also lethal. What was that? A while ago, several years ago, I got the chance to play this Jeskai Blitz deck, which was really cool. Played Goblin Guide, or Swift Spear, um, Snapcaster Mage, Mantis Rider, and then there was this 1/3, I think it was like Storm Rider or something. It's a 2-mana 1/3 with haste and prowess and flying. It might not have haste, actually. I know it had flying and prowess. And in that deck, I would find that I was actually using the double strike on Boros Charm quite a bit. Why do they have Sanctifier against us? It only stops Messenger? Yeah, that's why. It's not super good against us, honestly, but people do bring it in, and sometimes it does slow us down. So this is super good here. Get to play Wall of Roots, Young Wolf. Our Chord of Calling is almost ready to go for Yawgmoth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we can go get Yawgmoth next turn. Absolutely gonna block that Goblin Guide. I guess they could have a Searing Blaze here and kill the Wall of Roots. Maybe I just don't block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I just don't block because I don't want to lose a wall. And we're not in trouble of dying here. Yeah, that's true. The Dryad Arbor hits 7, but being able to play the Young Wolf afterwards means we have the Undying combo ready to go. Kelfi, thanks for the follow, friend. Oh, Crime Punishment, cool. Play the Dryad Arbor. Play the Young Wolf. Get Yogg. And pass the turn. So we have the combo here with Yawgmoth and Young Wolf, but we're going to want to wait for them to do a thing before we act. And it has to be a really strong thing. If it's not really strong, then I don't really care. Boros Charm 4 to us, yeah, that's not strong enough. Because if I can get back to my turn, untap, then I'm in a super good position. Crime back the Goblin guy for maximum rubbins. Sure. No combat, love it. And we get to go to untap. So strong. Let's draw a card. Get a forest. Let's draw a card. Get another Yawgmoth. Starting to get a little bit worried. Target sack. Uh-oh. Target sack. Uh-oh. Just drawing blanks here. We're in actually a lot of trouble now. Get rid of their board. Attack for 3, that's no good. Come on, deck. Not like this. Right? Oh yeah, that came from the Dryad Arbor. Yes, Chuck. That is 100% what I'm doing with these basics. They look just like Dryad Arbors. Alright, so I'm going to wait for them to do a thing, and then we're going to try and find Chord of Calling with our last 5 draws. Okay, so we got to find Chord of Calling here. Target, sack. Target, sack. Going all the way for it, so we're going to go to 2 life, trying to find it. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Last try. We miss. Alright, GG's. I guess, now that I think about it, we could have potentially went one more draw and tried to find Scavenging Ooze. I think we still would have had enough mana to gain the life, but we probably would have still died on their turn. Unfortunate that it went down like that, but sometimes, you know, the card you're looking for isn't on the top of your deck.